Chief Executive Officer of Banjul City Council, Mustafa Batchilly, has directly challenged the testimony of Mayoress Lowe, asserting that she was fully involved in financial decisions and key administrative actions at the council. Now appearing before the Local Government Commission of Inquiry, Batchilly painted a picture of shared responsibility while exposing questionable payments tied to individuals close to the mayor's office. Mama Barrow has the rest of the details.
In a dramatic turn of events before the Local Government Commission of Inquiry, former CEO of the Banjul City Council, Mustafa Batchilly, has publicly refuted claims made by Mayoress Lowe regarding the structure and execution of financial decisions at the council. Testifying before the commission, Batchilly rejected Lowe's previous assertion that financial decisions rested solely with the CEO and Director of Finance. He maintained that the Mayoress was deeply embedded in the council's financial dealings, asserting nothing was done without her knowledge. Batchilly further clarified that Lowe was present in all key meetings and included in all official correspondence, as she was the principal representative of the council. He emphasized that even on matters of financial authorization, the Mayoress remained informed and involved, directly contradicting her claim of being sidelined in fiscal decisions.
I would not agree to that.
Why will you not agree to that?
Because everything that we used to do at the council, she was part of it, or she knew what we were doing.
Can you please repeat that?
I said everything that we used to do at the council, I would disagree if she comes here and says that she was not part of it or she did not know anything about it. I would disagree vehemently.
Why will you disagree?
I would disagree because starting with meetings.
Meetings.
Of course, the management meeting normally doesn't comprise of the mayor.
Yes.
It's mostly the CEO and the members of senior staff.
Yes.
Yeah, but then the thing is, all our minutes for the management and also all the committee meetings, including the contracts committee meeting, the minutes, were all given to her, to her office.
All these minutes are always forwarded to her, to her office?
They are always copied to her.
As the session intensified, Batchilly pointed to collaborative decision-making in controversial actions, most notably the removal of council official Mamadou Kamara from the Banjul Osten project, a move he insisted had Mayoress Lowe's participation. The inquiry also scrutinized a trail of suspect financial transactions involving individuals within the Mayoress close circle. Batchilly admitted that over $2.5 million was disbursed under dubious procedures, often using the names of associates rather than official council departments. Among the individuals mentioned, Fatou Benga, who received $50,000 and $400,000 for unspecified civil society-related activities. Modu Lamin Biba and Aissatou Njai, the mayor's personal assistant. Omar BJ Toure, deputy mayor, who received a $100,000 loan, $50,000 for religious donations, and additional funds for logistics and international events. Binda Conte, the mayor's secretary. Batchilly acknowledged that these payments, though commonplace at BCC, were procedurally wrong.
When it came to the issue of the disbursement,
yes,
the ways and means of the disbursement,
yes,
there I agreed with you that it should not have just taken that kind of direction.
I know you agreed that is wrong,
yeah,
but were you instructed by the mayoress to write the check in her name, of course in Fatou Benga's name, because for her, of course, because Fatou Benga will write the request to say, let me read to you an example is, request for impress for support from Assistant Public Relations Officer to Chief Executive Officer. I write on behalf of the mayor. Every letter will read, I write on behalf of the mayor, and so when the money that is paid to her is for her to withdraw and give to the mayor. You understand that? So you authorize this in her name because she demands that the payments be made in her name. Is that correct?
Can I react to that?
Yes.
Okay. if, for example, Fatou Menga at her level, she's also not a member of the council.
Who?
Fatou Menga.
Yes.
She's a member of the administration. Right. All right. So if Fatou Menga writes to me as a CEO and specifies that she was instructed,
yes,
or she's doing the request on behalf of the Lord Mayor,
yes,
so, which means automatically now this has nothing to do with me giving advices as to whose name it should be held, it should be written.
I agree.
Yeah.
Pressed by lead counsel on why the council opted to make payments in individual names rather than through official channels, Batchilly admitted it had become the mode of operation at BCC. He considered that proper documentation was often lacking, with some transactions having no justification beyond basic requisitions. The inquiry also examined the management of council assets. Batchilly confirmed that BCC holds 18 properties in Banjul, but admitted to poor documentation practices and a lack of transparency in land allocations. Several lease transactions were found to have missing or incomplete records. Commission Chairperson Jennifer Barr raised further concerns over administrative inefficiencies and weak governance structure during Batchilly's tenure. Addressing shift in administrative control, Batchilly explained that prior to 2019, BCC operated with full autonomy. However, the landscape changed when the Local Government Service Commission became more actively involved in council affairs, assuming significant oversight authority. On land management, he reiterated that while council approval was technically required for all leases, the process was often vague and poorly managed, with approval granted despite missing documentation. Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Mamadi.